Hey YouTube, how are we doing? Hello all. If you've never seen my face, I'm Sweet Tea. I'm a singer. I am on a weight loss journey. It's going pretty well. I'm using a GLP-1 medication. I am on compound Tirzepatide. If you've never heard of that or that sounds completely foreign to you, it is basically the generic form of Zepbound or MOUNJARO. There are also other GLP-1s that are taking the weight loss community by storm. OZEMPIC, I'm sure you've heard of. WEGOVY is its counterpart, and that is a semaglutide. I am on Tirzepatide, and I've been on it since late April of this year. It is I think it's 27 weeks. Let's look at the chart. Let's pull up the chart, shall we? I never do the chart. Oh, wow. 28 weeks, 27. I'm in the current 27th week. I am down 36.8 pounds. My current weight is 243 pounds, 0.2. I have not lost any weight so far this week. And I wanted to talk about that. Whenever I have these stalls, and I don't really call them stalls because weight loss for most of us looks like a jagged roller coaster. Like you're not going to most people aren't going to just lose 2 solid pounds a week and then that's just what it is. I mean, I don't know, from Monday to Friday, I'm recording on a Tuesday. It could be completely different. I could get to my shot day, which is on Friday, and be a completely different weight than this. I could be up, I could be down. So I just really don't freak out when I'm in the middle of a week and I haven't lost any weight. I mean, it's just the amount of water in my body. There's so many contributing factors. And so this channel is for quote unquote slow responders. And a few of you in the comments have said, you're not really a slow responder if you've lost almost 40 pounds in 27 weeks. But in this community, I am considered a slow responder because there are people losing a substantial amount of weight in less time. And I do actually want to just talk to you about why that is. I think it's important to talk about it. For those of us who are considered slow responders or are just losing 1 to 2 pounds a week, not even sometimes there is no weight loss. Why is that happening? What is the contributing factors to that? And what should you look at to maybe give yourself kind of some mental clarity on why you actually shouldn't freak out if you don't lose weight? And I want to tackle that in this video. So I am not a medical professional. I cannot give this is not medical advice. This channel is simply for encouragement. It is actually a cool, safe space on the internet to discuss GLP-1 weight loss, to discuss the things you might be going through on your weight loss journey. So the first thing I really want to point out, if you are slowly responding, is your age. How old are you? I am over 45, which is what I'm willing to say. I am over 45 and I am in perimenopause. I am not in menopause, but I am in perimenopause. That alone could be a contributing factor to a slower weight loss. And this is, again, what I have discussed with my healthcare professional. Again, not medical advice, but it is something just to help with mindset, right? I'm in perimenopause. I am actually considering hormone replacement therapy right now. And my doctor told me that might help me on my weight loss journey, because if I was to sort of get some help with regulating my hormones, my doctor said that might make weight loss easier. And that is something I'm currently considering. Currently considering that. But what is your age? If you are over 45, like me, but you look great, you don't look 45, and you're on TikTok looking at these creators and scrolling YouTube or TikTok or any of the other social medias, and you're watching someone 30 lose 60 pounds in the same amount of time you have, I want you to consider that you are not 30. I want you to consider that you don't have a 30-year-old metabolism. And you also don't have 30-year-old health problems. So the first contributing factor that my healthcare professional pointed out is age. It's a big factor and something to consider. The second thing, do you have any comorbidities? And what are comorbidities? I know we're throwing that term around on the internet. Do you have any other health issues happening besides obesity? And I think that that's very important. So I'll be open and talk about mine. I'm a pre-diabetic, which means I am not a diabetic, but my A1C is high enough to be considered at risk. Okay. So that again could be a contributing factor to a slower weight loss. Okay. What's another comorbidity that I have? I have hypertension. I take blood pressure medication. Okay. So I'm also taking blood pressure medication to regulate my numbers in that area. And I am on a GLP-1 medication. So that alone, if you just take a subsect of people who are on hypertension medication, who may have high blood pressure, you may find that they have slower weight loss. Across the board, no, but it is a contributing factor. I have arthritis, which means I have inflammation issues in my joints. I also have inflammation issues in my leg due to a former surgery. And so water in my body reacts very differently than most people's, especially because I'm over 45. And yeah, I have water retention issues. It's a thing. And so that's why this week, when, it's Tuesday and I still haven't gotten below my low from last week, that could be completely different in 48 hours. It could. And it likely will. If you want me to hop on here on Friday on my shot day and give you guys an update, I'm happy to. I will. I'm certain that number is going to be different because honestly, the number is different every day for me. Some of you may have other things going on. You may be a cancer survivor. You might have, and these other things, I'm just naming the things that she named to me. You could possibly be on another medication that actually causes you to gain weight. So for example, there are, mental health medications, which I'm not going to name them, but that actually cause you to gain weight. If you're taking something like that during a weight loss journey, you best believe that journey is going to slow down. Okay. So these are a few factors that would cause someone on a GLP-1 medication to lose weight slower. Another one, which, this is kind of controversial, and, me and her were talking about it. Race. Yeah, I didn't want to go there, but she went there with me. Apparently African Americans are more sensitive to sodium. And we do retain water in different ways. And we tend to be more on the diabetic spectrum. And so she said that on this medicine, the group that is losing the largest amount of weight quickly are Anglo-white Americans. They do better on these medications. Also Asian people of Asian descent tend to do better. So I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't realize there were like studies. And like, again, I don't have the studies in front of me. This is just based on a conversation. But apparently, younger white women lose weight faster on this medicine, even older white women. But in general, that group is that's where your hyper responders tend to live, in that group. Is that true across the board? Absolutely not. But again, it was a part of the conversation, and I wanted to have it with you because I have this channel called Slow Responders, where we're the Turtle Diaries, and I haven't at any point talked to you about why it is we might be losing weight slower than other people. Those were the main points she went through with me. I really just started, working out and getting active in a way that could even help me, with muscle. So she did mention muscle mass. Like if you're weightlifting, that can help your metabolism speed up. So if you are protecting your muscle mass, if you're lifting some sort of even light weights, that could really help you in your metabolism to sort of speed up. I just started doing that. Like I haven't been doing that this whole journey because at 280 pounds, it was the only thing that I could do was walk. So, but things have gotten better. My knee, with the reduction in the inflammation, is doing a lot better than it was. I'm moving better. I am doing lightweight lifts, and I think I've mentioned in past videos, I'll do a Mr. and Mrs. Muscle knee friendly workout, which is a really nice pace for me. I am not hitting the gym hard, and there might be some people out there hitting the gym hard. Okay. So these are all like contributing factors to why would you be a slow responder on this medication. And then also at the end of that conversation, my nurse practitioner mimicked the same thing that some of you have been saying, which is, girl, you ain't no slow responder. And I'm like, but I feel like a turtle. And it's like, I identify as a turtle. And she's like, you can identify with whatever you want to get you through this journey. But at the end of the day, 36.8 pounds in 27 weeks, you're doing great. You're at a slow, steady, healthy weight loss. You are between 1 to 2 pounds a week, and that is the recommendation. So I think I'm just here to kind of help us with our perspectives on what's realistic, right? I think as we get through this journey and support each other, I just want to kind of be a voice that says, hey, let's all stop trying to lose 100 pounds in 14 weeks. Let's calm down and like just go slowly. And the other thing on that, in that realm, let's stop titrating up. Okay? Every time we don't lose a half a pound. Okay? Seriously, I might be exaggerating, but just because you don't have weight loss in a week doesn't mean you should titrate up on this medication. Honestly, I have been on every dose for at least 2 months, and I'm not saying that that's what you need to do. I know that if you're prescribed the medication, they really do ramp your doses up pretty quickly. If you're on the branded Zepbound or MOUNJARO, just because of the medical insurance and how the insurance companies want to dose you on this, they do move you up in doses pretty quickly. If you have the option, I mean, if you are on a compounded medication, take your time. Everyone that I've heard on this here internet and in this community, they're like, hey, once you get to 15, that's it. You don't want to rush getting to 15 because once you get there, there is nowhere to go. So, and I'm considering that because I still have, 70 pounds to lose to get to a 100-pound weight loss goal. And so I don't want to go up much further. I'm currently on 10 milligrams. I've been on 10 now for, oh wow, 6 weeks. I didn't realize that. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm in month 2 of 10 milligrams. I didn't even realize it's been that long. Yeah, I've been on 10 for 6 weeks, and it's still like I have great appetite suppression. My side effects aren't crazy. My fatigue, of course, fatigue the day or so after the shot is still a thing. Just because I didn't lose weight this week yet does not mean I'm planning to titrate up. I'm not titrating up until, the food noise and my eating. Like if my eating gets greater and I can't like stop thinking about some craving and and I just taken my shot, yeah, we titrating up. We titrating up. And that happened to me on 7.5. I was like, hey, what is happening? Why do I want pizza? And I just took this shot yesterday. That's the reason you move up, is that like you've let the medicine run its course in your system, or whatever it is, and it's no longer doing the things that it's supposed to do. I think that's the only reason you titrate up. And again, not a medical professional, just a person on the internet trying to encourage you along this journey to keep calm and carry on, right? Finally, what I always do at the towards the end of these videos is encourage you not to panic about the availability of compound tirzepatide. I want you not to panic. I do want you to know that November 21st, there is supposed to be some announcement about the current legal battles surrounding compounded tirzepatide, and we will have more information then. My plan again my plan has changed, so I guess I should share that with you. My sister is taking Ozempic. She's been on Ozempic, and we're doing this weight loss journey together. I actually asked her if she would come on the podcast, talk about her journey. So I'm hoping we can get her on here soon, which more to come on that. But she is just at a 40-pound weight loss, and she started a couple months before me. We were talking, and I don't think that I will transition over to a semaglutide based on what she has said to me. I think it might be a tough transition coming from tirzepatide, which has the two mechanisms for weight loss, the GIP and the GLP-1 is in tirzepatide, and then in Ozempic there's just the GLP-1. So I actually am in the process of, I have a prescription for the branded. I know, y'all. I know, paying cash payments. It's I'm praying about it because God's gonna have to deliver unto us provision. It's an expensive drug. The good news is that this week I heard that there is a new savings card that's going to be made available for the first of the year. And so the branded medication will, on a savings card, be available at the $550 price tag. $550. Yeah, I said $550. $550. Price tag with a savings card, starting at the beginning of the year for 6 months. At the $550 a box price. I'm struggling with the plan, but I think that I just don't really want to be transitioning to another medication. My personal feeling about it is that I will pay the money for the branded medication. I just want to make sure that I have access to the drug. if compounded tirzepatide goes away. And so what that means is my plan is to buy the branded boxes and keep them and kind of store them up while I'm still taking the compounded tirzepatide. And if it ends up going away, I will at least have the branded medication in my refrigerator and ready to use. So that is the current plan. The current plan is very expensive. It's a very expensive plan. But everyone has to make their own decision based on, affordability, and also if your doctor will, prescribe it to you. So I'm lucky that I have a great prescriber, a great nurse practitioner who gave me these great kind of facts and tidbits for you today. Gave me the prescription for the branded medication. So I hope that you are making a plan. Again, November 21st, there's going to be further developments on the availability of compounded drugs for tirzepatide. And then I also heard recently Novo Nordisk, who is the maker of Ozempic and Wegovy, is also tripping. Okay. And is trying to figure out how to get compounded semaglutide off the market. I mean, it's just, I'm not going to let these drug companies stress me out, okay? I'm going to keep my peace, because what stress does is causes inflammation in my body and I can't lose weight. So I'm making my plan. It is an expensive plan, but I think if I have boxes and I'm able, I won't stress if I have that in place. And I think that it's important not to have stress. You need to be able to access peace and sleep and hydration in order to remain on this journey and doing well. So that is my update for this week. I would love to hear your thoughts. What is your plan? Are you on a compounded tirzepatide? Are you on the branded medication? What's your plan? What are you thinking? And also, what do you think about the few things that I've shared with you about being a slow responder? Do you agree? Do you think that there are other factors at play? I would love to start this conversation. My favorite thing is the comments, y'all. Put it in the comments. I'm gonna respond because we're in this together. I'm losing weight with you all, and you are my community, and I love and respect you all. I think you're the bravest people on earth for taking hold of your health and changing your life. And so I really want to encourage any of you that are considering it to do the same. I have a link to where I get my medication from down below, and a few of other resources that they're just things that I get, like electrolytes and fiber gummies and water bottles and, the things you're gonna need to keep it regular. So, thank you so much for coming to kick it with me. Again, I'm Sweet Tea. I will post a video soon with an update on my progress. But until then, y'all be blessed on your weight loss journey, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.